runners are almost ready to take their marks. Careful for the false start there on the left side of your screen. And they're off. We're underway with the Shere Khan division. And a dead-on sprint to gain the early lead. Johns Creek High School, Celebration High School, out in competition for the first lead of the race. And here's who's represented in the 3 and 4A JV boys 5K: Alpharetta, Boca Raton, Brockton, Cambridge. Celebration, Charlotte, Colgan, Fort Pierce, Heritage, Hidden Valley, Holt, McCauley, Johns Creek, Lake Gibson, and Mineola. Lely, Naples, North Raleigh Christian, North Stafford, Peachtree Ridge, Port Charlotte, Port St. Lucie, River Bluff, Sarasota Christian, Sayreville War Memorial, Sherman E. Burroughs, St. Petersburg Venice, Warner Robins, Westfield, West Lawrence Wilson, and Winderberry to finish the roll call. I want to make sure that everyone gets their representation today. It's been a fantastic morning for competition. I'm Nolan Alexander. As the temperatures continue to rise here, we said nice 69 degrees to start out the race today. We're getting up there, 74 degrees, but still a wonderful morning for competition. 73% humidity. That's gone down some here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports at the Walt Disney Resort. And a huge pack of runners make their way around the soccer pitches. Stevens cheering for Chris here in the Shere Khan division. Use hashtag DisneyXC to send along your thoughts today.
At least ela tawli.
So they are finding their way closer to the baseball diamonds, working around the soccer pitches.
Ay ta, indulo. Wah.
Peachtree Ridge has a supporter. Mrs. Carmelina is pulling for Julian this morning. Hashtag DisneyXC will show the best tweets. And an early leader here in the Shere Khan division. The ladies of Holt High School out to support the runners. We've seen a great deal of support from spectators and fellow competitors for all of our runners across the divisions this morning. Peter Bolanis from Wilson High School in the early lead. We saw just a moment ago. We'll pick him up momentarily. Meanwhile, see if you can find your favorite runner amongst the pack.
Juraya's
19
here.
different schools, just shy of
Yes, on Jiraiya.
150 athletes, spanning 13 states here at the Shere Khan division of the 23rd Disney Cross Country Classic. And there's the leader from Wilson High School. Peter Bolanis, the sophomore. Now appropriate here in the Shere Khan division. We've got a Wilson Tiger out in front of the pack. And look at his kicks. I love them. With the pink running shoes on today. Perfect for the month of October. Just saw Caleb Faison, not too far behind Bolanis from River Bluff High School in Lake Murray, South Carolina. Debbie is pulling for the salutes of Cambridge Bears. Proud of Matthew McHugh. We're proud of Matthew and all of our runners this morning.
What?
There's Peter out ahead of the pack.
Tang sapatos na. What?
And he's doing a great job on this flat course. The trails that River Bluff runs on, not being too far from Columbia, South Carolina, features rolling hills. So nice reprieve for him, with very little incline to worry about today. And of course, you won't find it here as he's the first runner onto the track. So the runners have made their way around the soccer pitches, most are around the baseball diamonds. And Peter Bolanis of Wilson High School is the first to go on the track. A very successful River Bluff High School to be top 10 in South Carolina for the past 4 years. And part of a fast-growing school as well. It's only been around from just 2013 to now. But in the past 3 years, the Gators have gone from South Carolina's Class 3A all the way to Class 5A. Wilson High School coming all the way down from Washington, D.C. It's the largest public high school in the District of Columbia with over 2,000 students in attendance. And while not every student is bilingual, there is a variety of languages spoken at this school due to children attending from embassy employees from all over the world. They're situated in Washington, D.C. Marshall joins us cheering for the River Bluff Gators. Run fast and big capitalization on focus. Yeah, you got to focus as you head your way into the first set of woods where our runners are now. You get to cool off with the shade, but that path narrows. We've got bends, we've got a different terrain as the grass gives way to dirt and sand. For Wilson and Peter Bolanis, it's a nice trip down here that happens about twice in a cross-country runner's career at Wilson. The team typically goes every other year. In the even years, so likely in 2020, the team goes to the Great American Classic in Cary, North Carolina. And there's Peter Bolanis leading the way through the woods. Salim is cheering for Abe today. River Bluff is very active on social media. Nice job, Gators. Join us too. Use the hashtag that Salim used, hashtag DisneyXC. Our Twitter handle, ESPNWWOS. On Facebook as well, /ESPNWWOS. Here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports at the Walt Disney Resort. There we go. We've got a Colgan runner that knows where that camera is. And speaking of social media, you know some runners are going to go back and screenshot that look when they find the camera. There's a Johns Creek runner happy. Thea Stewart pulling for Liam and the Alpharetta Raiders here in the Shere Khan division. It's a 3A and 4A boys JV race at the ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Pwede yan mag-join na rin ni Google. Mag-unit 5K.
Motivated yung anak mo.
Kasi marin ko
We've got a runner starting to catch up with Peter Bolanis of Wilson High School, although Bolanis can probably smell the fumes of that pace car
Yeah, I think matsura
just behind him.
Dapat ang karta ito,
And here we go, another fan from River Bluff High School, cheering for Jacob and Meridian. And I will say it's not the first time my name's been mistaken for Norman. It's all good. It's okay, my parents aren't watching. They're probably not awake right now.
Ito.
I've said it in previous races, but again, it bears mentioning, this is probably the tightest bend that you just saw on your screen, and all these runners have done a very fine job of navigating that. Haven't noticed very many, if any, spills here on the course. And there's Wilson High School's Peter Bolanis out ahead of the pack here at the Shere Khan division. All the way from Washington, D.C.
DC, ah.
Although, he's got competition behind him. It's the first time here in the high school divisions we had earlier the Captain Hook and the 3A varsity boys. And the Jafar division, the 4A varsity boys, the leader was fully separated from the rest of the pack, but Nicholas O'Connell from Brockton High School is giving that energy he conserved in the previous part of the race all he's got here as we approach the second set of woods here at the Shere Khan division. After this, the runners will make their way to the last edge of the fields and then the final home stretch. Brockton High School in Canton, Massachusetts.
Mapagal na eh.
Just behind him.
Kailangan
And if
well-hydrated.
you run in the
Katimahan
cross-country
yan.
team, you get it done in the classroom. A team
Dapat
GP of
well-hydrated yun.
3.88.
Minom yung dakaladanong.
Alicia Presley pulling for Peachtree Ridge. I have yet to see a 6-foot mouse chasing anyone, but if that's what it takes to get you through this final set of woods, it's what the Lions are going to do. If you're a fan of the National Football League, Cameron Hayward for the Pittsburgh Steelers, formerly Ohio State University and alum of Peachtree Ridge. Peter Bolanis of Wilson High School, Nicholas O'Connor of Brockton High School, and more action for you. Let the ladies get out on the course as we venture to the Queen of Hearts division in the 3A varsity girls here shortly, followed by the Cruella DeVille and Lady Tremaine. Who else is checking in with us? Duke McIver. Cheering for Charlotte today. And there is the Wilson Tiger, Peter Bolanis, ahead of Nicholas O'Connell of Brockton High School. And guess what? In addition to likely finishing first and second for these two runners, you get to enjoy the Disney theme parks after this. For Brockton High School, they're going to Magic Kingdom this afternoon and then Hollywood Studios tomorrow. What a perfect weekend. Unfortunately, head coach Cliff Caravan has not given me the invite, but he also didn't say that I couldn't crash the park.
May masalasa ka?
Ito. Ay.
Bolanis out of the woods alongside O'Connell as we approach the final stretch of the Shere Khan division. O'Connell and the Bolanis being cheered on as they come upon the last turn. Peter Bolanis of Wilson High School, Nicholas O'Connell of Brockton High School, both putting on a strong finish to the Shere Khan division. And here we go, the final stretch. Bolanis ahead, O'Connell sprinting, and Peter Bolanis, the Wilson Tiger, comes away with a Shere Khan division title. A great ending to the race, and it's going to be a fight here for the top 10. You can see a large pack sprinting into the finish line. These runners have given it their all this morning. Peter and Nicholas, your top two finishers. North Stafford's William Mott comes in third, and three top 10 finishers for the Cambridge High School Salute the Bears, with Ethan Braden and Alexander crossing the finish line in under 19 minutes. We encourage you to join us here in the broadcast. You saw tweets. You can have your own shown here on our broadcast using hashtag DisneyXC. I'm Nolan Alexander. We'll pick it back up here momentarily with the Queen of Hearts division. Meanwhile, we'll continue to show your favorite and flash the official times as well. This is the Disney Cross Country Classic.
Oh, yeah?